Go.
I'm a proud Tomasian architect. 24 years in the practice. 51 years old. I had my postgraduate degrees in UP and in UE for interior design and in building construction, construction management. I am a proud father of 3 who are all now professionals as well. I married when I was 22. No, 21, and got my firstborn at 22. What else? I have my office in Makati. I've been teaching for the last 23 years. Well, my office is design and build. However, I build mostly 95% of what I build is my own designs. I go into residences, interiors, and restaurants. Post-evaluation, isa-isahin natin. Well, a residential project would always be very, very difficult post-eval. Why? Because once your clients live in it, and that's the time they'll see every nook and crevice, and then even the colors. They'll say, "This is not the gray that I saw. How could you say gray?" Or "This is not the blue that you showed." But during the presentation, they will agree with the blue, and though it may seem as blue as it is, or as gray as it is, or as red as it is, depending on their mood, they'll say, "This is not it. This is not that." It's always easier when you do an office. Now, once you deliver the office, you submit your finished product. That's it. The resident says the fact they live in it and they put their heart and soul in it. There's always, siguro for the next couple of months, you hear a call from them and say, "Could you do this? Could you add this? Could you change this?" Restaurants, again, just like offices, once you deliver to them, you hand over the project. It's good to go.
First, sir, have you experienced anything like before the project starts? Like, did you experience any like parang conflicts or something with the client?
There will always be, I wouldn't say conflict, but it's part of the discussion. Conflict may arise when you being trained in the profession would know differently from what the client wants. Let's say the client wants this, and that, but us being trained the way we do, we know it's wrong. Then I wouldn't say it's conflict, but it becomes a discussion on how to convince them that this is what's good for them, respecting always what they wish. Kasi may times na what they wish you would see is not the best for them. Then again, there should be a merge between what they want and what's good for them as per your training as an architect.
So, sir, what is your dream project?
I don't dream as big as having tall buildings because my orientation is always, even in my apprentice days, my 3,820 hours, it has always been residences and offices. We did a few, during my apprentice days, we did a few restaurants. So this is where I align myself into. Therefore, my dream project would be a series of townhouses. It's a compound, a complex of townhouses.
So, sir, how do you think should an architect diplomatically charge for consultations, even the shortest meetings with them?
I would always, well, ang ganda ng term, diplomatically charge for consultations. There would be so many factors. One is, would the consultations have outputs? If there would be, then you would charge a little higher. Are we now talking about a specific amount or percentages or what?
No naman.
No naman. So, yun, if there's always an output, even during consultations, like the client would ask, I have this project and I have in mind this type of character for the project, could you show me an idea? So may output yun. When there's an output, then you charge a little higher. If If it's a simple meeting, like a friendly one, and I have a project, your client would say, I have a project, but I have your ideas on this, and it's just verbal communication. Depends on the client's closeness to you. Friends would say yes. Relatives would say yes to be in a project. But if it's a very professional business type of maybe a recommendation by a friend or recommendation by a relative, then you should professionally we should charge like that. Simply like doctors do. Even doctors do not charge relatives most of the time.
So sir, meron akong kalala ngayon. So sir, how and what kind of compromise do you usually take in projects to make your design and the client's interest?
Compromise. You know what? With my practice, compromise. You know what? With my practice, it happens more often than not. There would always be compromises. Kasi nga, like what I said a while ago. There are times that the client wants something different from what you think is best for them. What would the compromises be? Sizes of rooms, location of rooms. Say, they would insist, dito gusto ko, master's bedroom on the south orientation. Or maybe on the west orientation, and it's a master's bedroom, but they want the view, so places mostly, kasi residences is Feng Shui, I try to interject whatever little, but if the client wants Feng Shui to really be very contradictory to what architectural principles we have, then I have to say no. There was 2 times I had to say no to a client and just referred somebody to them because it was just against my professional judgment. If I just go, sige, gawin ko, gusto niyo. Construction. Though, construction has high risks. The higher the risk, the higher the gains. It simply means that when you go into the higher risk, you have to be just a bit more responsible. Because once you design, you hand over your sheets of drawing, construction drawings. That's it. You're done. It's just a simple 2 to 3 time visitation, and it's just a visitation. You just have to point. Can you change this? Can you change that? But during construction, there's a cash flow. You manage the cash flow, and that's very, very important because it's with you.
So next sir, what is your building and design specialty? Sabi mo na building na siya.
Keep abreast with the times, what's happening in terms of materials, technology. Have your own identity. It may be hard to start with, especially if you don't have your name yet. It's going to be a difficult time until you develop your sets of clients who you would be known for this type of thing, the type of typology for building, and they choose you for that. Rather than having, sige, kahit na lang. Although I'm sure there will be others who would say, let's please the client, I think there could be a merge somewhere there, interjecting some, like with me, the residences I've done ranged from old Filipino type of houses to the modern type. But the thing that I'd like to interject always are 2 things. One, there should be a Filipino character, whether interiors, space planning, or the exteriors. There should always be. Second, my stairs. I believe the stairs is the uniting element between each floor. Thus, my stairs would always have grand window facing a view. And fortunately, most of my projects, I'm able to have a view of the stairs that would have, a location for the stairs that would have a good view from the frontage or from the garden. And it will always be a grand window with a grand staircase.
Ano naman sir,